It was unsuccessful what was going on in Soviet Union. It was unreal for them to take on that right principle of unity. No, not real, because they were themselves egoists, and they urged to altruism without knowing how to do it. They didn't understand how to attract the upper light for their correction. They neglected it, neglected that force, and therefore nothing worked out. They themselves cannot correct themselves. The main force is the upper light that corrects them. Nevertheless, it's the energy that descends to us from our better state. We are trying to pull ourselves toward it. To that degree, it is pulling us toward it. It's a methodology. It's a whole methodology. It's not just simply like that. It's not even a simple sitting around a circle, something that we do with people. And they feel that something is coming their way, there's pleasant excitement. That's not what it's all about. It's about how to tune yourself knowingly into scrutinizing the force of connection between us, which will bring us to more and more to such degree of connection when its quality will manifest itself, which is called the greater. But let's say those who used it in Soviet Union, they didn't understand. They understood or knew nothing. They thought that it could be done in a simple, straightforward manner to transform it. And on that, they very quickly slipped. I mean that they never heard of such methodology that you can attract lights, so they had no chances, right? Nobody told them that. They didn't know how, they didn't understand, didn't think, but they naturally gravitated towards society, communistic society, because the natural society in humanity initially, it's communistic. 100,000 years ago, what kind of society did we have? Communistic. And let's say 50,000 years ago, also communistic, communal. But what's the difference in how you are going to call it? Everyone was equal. Everyone had everything. What one had, everything had, and so on. Communistic. So everything was natural, and we need to pursue that. But the thing is, if you don't give a human being, show him a goal, that a bestowal in the society, he finds his own personal goal and the common general goal, and those two goals match, they become the same thing, then he doesn't have motivation to act, and therefore the workforce productivity declines. Participation of people in life, of the society, in manufacturing, and so on, and you lose the race against the capitalism. It was done purposefully that those two systems evolved in parallel. Times when the enthusiasm played bigger role, very often Soviet Union would win. Those times when only while capitalism was needed, of course, West would win. But nevertheless, this small unity of people, which nevertheless was there, it gave the big profit. It would make people soar in their thinking. It would lift their spirit. All these achievements, such as flying into the space and the rest, all that would be possible. People sacrificed themselves. People sacrificed because all these ascents in thoughts and spirit, all those derived from this common state. People would sacrifice themselves. And capitalism, by its nature, it suppresses person and shows him that only where you can benefit, you can express yourself. Only against others, only for the sake of your own benefit. Meaning, he switches off from this common system, and therefore he cannot go far. Like a Soviet Union, it died, and in parallel with it, the capitalism was dying too. In parallel with it, so one feeds the other. And now there is only China left. If only as much longer as it can get to the point, you know, like Europe and America, like, and that's it. So we're waiting on that. And then all this bright period in human development will come to an end. And we will be forced to begin to take it seriously what is going on, what exactly is happening to us, and what are the solutions to get out of it. Not to run away somewhere with your own thoughts, your own approaches. Let's twist it like that, let's twist it like this. There won't be any way you can twist it. Only to go directly against that nature, egoistical nature, altogether. We are going to be beaten by all our troubles until we rise to the level when we wish only good for each other, so that we can survive. That's all. To such degree that I'm ready to love the other so I can escape from suffering. And the sufferings are going to be such that you won't be able to die. You won't. You will suffer from everything besides the sufferings that are physical, mainly internal suffering, moral sufferings when someone is scratching you from within. And they will force you to rise above your nature. Horrible sufferings. It's not everybody usually pictures to themselves physical sufferings. No. This is when a person is in constant fear, constant horror, constant uncertainties, darkness. Every second in this anxiety, when every second something can happen to him, like a little animal that got into a trap. And that's constant. It's just inconceivable, and at the same time, you're not able to lose your mind. I had a friend that was for a long period incarcerated. He would say, I would get some rest. I would hit the wall with my head, and I would switch off. Yes, and I would switch off, and then that's it. I can get some rest from this whole horror. Yeah. He's just a nightmare. Yes, it's yep. Imagine. And he's absolutely normal person, clever, educated. I spoke with him already after he went through all that.